Romans chapter 12, verse 1. I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of God, that you present your bodies as a living sacrifice, holy, acceptable to God, which is your reasonable service. Paul, in addressing the Christians at Rome, advises them that presenting our bodies as a living sacrifice is not service to the Lord that is going above and beyond, but is reasonable service. He continues on with this thought throughout this chapter, giving examples of what it is to present our bodies as a living sacrifice. Verse 2, he says, not to be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of our mind. We need to spend time renewing our minds by spending time with God in prayer and in His Word. He continues this thought in verses 9 through 12. Let love be without hypocrisy, abhor what is evil, cling to what is good. Be kindly affectionate to one another with brotherly love, in honor giving preference to one another, not lacking in diligence, fervent in spirit, serving the Lord. Rejoice in hope, patient in tribulation, continued steadfastly in prayer, distributing the needs of the saints, given to hospitality. Our human nature is to naturally be attracted to things of the world that will draw our attention from spiritual things. He gives us some strategies as to how we can avoid our attention being drawn to these things of the world. First, simply cling to what is good and abhor evil. If there is a question as to whether something is good or evil, we should not even consider doing whatever it is. Second, train ourselves to love without hypocrisy. Everyone knows no one is perfect. We all fall short of the glory of God. We should love each other as brothers and sisters, not expecting others to be without spot or blemish when we have our own faults. Thirdly, being hospitable to one another. If there is one thing we have learned from the time we have spent in quarantine the last few weeks, we enjoy being together as a church family. One of the things that Jennifer and I have missed is having people over to enjoy an evening of food and fellowship. I want to encourage all of us to open our homes, our hearts, and our lives to one another once it is safe to do so. It doesn't have to be something special, and you don't have to have an elaborate house or setup. It is more about the time and the thought that we spend together. When we phase back in, we will not be able to have big gatherings initially, so having a family over is a great way to reconnect. Once we are able to start to meet again and worship the Lord the way we are accustomed, my prayer is that we will continue to break down the barriers that we have built over the years. Let us rejoice with each other, cry with each other, be patient with each other, and love each other unconditionally.